Ready to start? Hi, everyone. I'm Adam from Microsoft. I'm responsible for the philanthropy work in Southeast Asian market with a focus on Malaysia and Indonesia. I'm happy to have a sharing here with all of you. So actually, I have been sharing this topic for about a year. As a job seekers and students, they always interested to know what is the job market trend, what is the in-demand jobs or in-demand skill sets in this new digital era. And so this today 30-minute section, I hope to give you some insights and also some training resources for you to equip yourself to be future ready. So first of all, let me move it forward. So first of all, I want to share with you what is Microsoft mission. Before I come into Microsoft mission, I just want to, although we are not interactive now, but I just want to see what you think about Microsoft. Maybe a lot of you is a student or a lot of you have been working for a few years. You may think of Microsoft will be equal to Word, PowerPoint, Excel, Surface laptop, or AI and cloud, etc. These all are correct, but they are just Microsoft products. I just want to share with you what is our mission to do everything. Our mission here say that it is empowering every person and every organization on the planet to achieve more. In this message, I want to share with an example. We always want to help people by giving them the empowering them, but how to empower them? For example, a fisherman who need help from Microsoft or from you to sustain their earning. What will you do? We will not give them fish directly. Instead, we will give them the fishing tools so that they can utilize this tool to earn for their living using their own effort. So that is the same as how Microsoft mission. We want to utilize our product. For example, I will share more about our training content that so that the student or the job seekers or the workforce can use that to upskill yourself and then to get into the job market or to continue your career journey. This is how we empower everyone to achieve more. So let us see what is the problem that we are seeing in the world. And I think everyone is talking about that with you guys. The COVID-19 pandemic actually has forced tens of millions of people out of work. But as the economy starts to reopen, the job that people once held may no longer exist. There is a lot of the company that Microsoft customer, they have been transformed, digitally transformed. They have moved to AI, moved to cloud, so that their staff can work from home or their product can be sold online. This is all the facts that we are seeing that a lot of our customers, especially the very big one, they have digitally transformed way faster than before. Before, they may need 3 years to start to plan this, to do this. Now they take it 2 to 3 months to do so. So therefore, more companies being transformed, or the newly come out company, a lot of them closed down, but the new company come out, they are also transformed. So then more and more jobs require basic digital skills to the advanced tech skills. And then we see that a lot of people that are not sure what skill they need to upgrade themselves. So therefore, Microsoft is committed to empower everyone to get the skills they need to succeed in the changing economy. From what we did in the last 2 years, we have a global skills initiative that announced in 2 years ago during the start of the COVID to help 25 million of workers to acquire the new skill for the post-economy, post-COVID rebounds. And now up to date, I learned that we have upskilled more than 25 million of people already. You can see that the market is really in need. All the countries are really in need to let the people upskill and then get back to the workforce. You will ask the question now then, why digital skill? Why now? I have a number of research that from different reports I want to share with you why we need digital skill and why now. This is a report from the Future of Jobs 2020, and then they're actually updating the report every year, but it is around the same. From the data, you can see that by 2025, 85 million of the job will be displaced. And you can see what kind of job will be displaced that is decreasing in demand. Data entry clerk. Now you can easily use your phone to take a picture. They will be the number, the data will be automatically transformed to Excel or the other software in a data format. All this is technology. Or we say the accounting, the auditor, they do need to do a lot of matching the data, matching the things. I can share with you that some of the company or Microsoft, we already using the AI function that we just take a picture on the receipt. For example, I have a taxi receipt. The AI will automatically identify what is the amount I need to claim, what is the travel distance, and what is the traffic, what is the transport that I have taken. So this is all the AI can identify each of the field and pull it into the data. So you don't need to do data entry. So this is just one of the example that's why computer or machine is actually replacing this job. So people will say that, so 85 million of job being displaced, that means I will lose a job, right? But the fact is they have another data showing that 97 million of the role will be displayed, will be emerged, will be newly created across the 15 countries and 26 economies. What are they? You can see that they are data analysts, they are data scientists, AI machine learning, big data specialists, etc. But there is a common factor. You can see that all these 10 demand jobs, they are all a very high-tech one, but they need human to manage their work. For example, big data specialists, we have all the data, we can fit in the computer, but we need the computer to learn what we want. For example, we want a computer to tell us age 16 onward, how many elderly is having health issue. So this is what we need to fit in the computer for them to teach us what we want the data. And for example, information security analysts, there is a lot of cyber attack in market. However, we can ask the computer to analyze and then protect the computer. But we also need the computer to see that what is the common cyber threat that is happening. A lot of bad guys out there, they're doing a lot of cybercrime. We need to fill in the update information for the computer to learn how to tackle it. This needs human to do it. So all this is how our role is to teach the computer how to do the work. That need human. So therefore, 97 million of newly emerging jobs is this reason. The other data I want to share is that computer. In 2025, the same report shared that 50% of the job will be replaced by machine. So from 2020, you see only 33% by machine, but 2025 is almost 50. What kind of job will be replaced by machine? I want to give some live example. Talking about as a Malaysian, if you go out for vacation, I'm not sure that where would you like to go vacation. I just say, for example, Japan. When you go to Japan, Japan has a lot of small restaurants. They don't have English menu. They are all in Japanese. So what we can do is, for me, I will just take out my mobile phone. turn on the translator app, and then to take a picture, and then they will translate exactly in my language. This is exactly, we call a machine to do this. And what jobs will be replaced because we have that function is the human translator. So you're now seeing that the translator in the university are getting not that popular because actually the computer can do it now. And another example is the mobile payment. It's getting more and more common that we go out to pay by online, by our mobile. That is more common in different parts of the world now. This is also how machine is doing on that. So this is some of the example why we say 50% of the role will be done by machine, will be replaced by machine soon. Another information I want to share with you about is the digitalization acceleration. This data, you can see that in 2025, 149 million of the jobs will be newly created. But what are these jobs? You can see that a lot of this common wording for Microsoft, working in Microsoft, this is very common to me. This is common to me to the sense that a lot of companies are in high demand of hiring people on this sector. Privacy, trust. A lot of companies are talking about need to protect their clients' data, their customer information, personal information. We need to trust that they will use our data in a very secure way. Cybersecurity. A lot of bad guys are doing the cyber crime, cyber attack, and that make the ransomware, all that earning money. But we need to protect ourselves, our system with the cybersecurity. Data analytics, AI, I will share more in the next slide. And cloud and data role software development is 98 million, you can see that. So this is all the job that in the coming, not coming, actually from now is already there, in a very high demand in the market. So if you have a chance that you have an interest in this area, please try to explore more, learn more about this skill set. I'm talking about, you may say that I'm not a tech person. Do I really need to get into this, learn the cybersecurity stuff? It may need the basic tech skill. I can share with you that even the cybersecurity business, they range from some basic cybersecurity awareness trainer, or some basic data cybersecurity marketing. All that needs different role of that, not only the very technical part, so that the job's skill is actually in a very wide range. So please try to stay tuned and learn more about this area. The next one I would want to share is that with all these skill sets, is there any skills that Ada can suggest you to learn more? This is what I kept another data that for your reference. It is the future digital trend. Not future because this slide is 2 years ago. It's actually the existing digital trend. It's talking about in APAC, Asia Pacific, these 5 digital skills are most valued by the corporation. I was categorized into the 3 big names, ABC, easier for you to remember. A for artificial intelligence, B for big data, C for cloud computing. You can see the percentage and the demand is super high in these 3 areas. It's talking about in all the APAC country here. So let me briefly elaborate. What is AI? AI is talking about just an example, online purchase. When you are always go to the online to buy something, they will pop you in some promotion. For example, I like yellow color. I buy yellow color shirt, yellow color bag. And then once a while, I will see all the promotion pop up from Facebook, from Instagram, all that with the yellow kind of stuff that I will be interested. This is how AI learn it, and then they give the counter marketing to me. That is AI. And the artificial intelligence is how the computer learn. And second, talk about big data. Big data, I give you an example is from the supermarket. Supermarket sells a lot of different products. They track the big data. Which product will sell out faster? Then they need to replenish faster. Which product have the higher profit margin from all the 100 supermarkets in that country? Then they need to put them in a higher eye-catching area. So this is big data, have a lot of useful tips for the company to give them insight so that they can do a better business, better forecast. And the third one is cloud computing. Cloud computing, you can imagine it is a computer processing power. If I am I am actually my personal life, I have a lot of photos. I put it in my computer hard disk. That is one computer. Sometimes you will see that when you have a lot of photos, the processing to bring out one photo will be slower. That is the computing processing power. However, imagine if you have billions of computers that can work simultaneously, that the power can be complete all the complicated tasks in a very short timing. That is we call cloud computing. That is the power of how cloud computing can process a lot of complicated tasks. So this ABC, therefore, is a very high trend in the whole world about different jobs that require that. The next slide that I want to share with you is, although it's some Hong Kong data, but it is really applied to a lot of different parts of the world. I just briefly share about that. Just now I mentioned ABC, right? ABC is the high demand skill set. You can see that this chart, ABC in the far right corner, is talking about it is in the highest demand and the demand growth rate is very high. However, the balloon size is talking about the number of talent available in Hong Kong. It can be applied in Malaysia. You see the bubble is very small. Therefore, we are in high demand by the business to hire these people, ABC, but the number of talent that can provide by the market is super small because not many people have studied all the skill set of that. So therefore, this is an insight for you guys that to think about if you're interested in ABC, you will be a very high demand talent in the coming future. And then I also want to share about, just now I mentioned that not all the skill set we require is in the high tech skill. This page is talking about the data about even a receptionist or secretary. They also need basic digital skills. For example, secretary. You may imagine a secretary is helping the boss to manage the meetings, to schedule their meetings, etc. But now the world is different. Our secretary actually, because Microsoft Outlook can have AI to doing all the meeting arrangement. So secretaries don't need to really spend time on that. What they are doing now, they are using Excel to help the boss to do the budget setting. They are using PowerPoint to help the boss to do the presentation. So that as a secretary, they are need to use a lot of digital skill to help their work. So that is one of the examples that digital skills are now applying to all the entry-level work already. The next, I want to just quickly share that if you are not a job seeker, if you are just a normal employee, I just want to suggest that still need to keep on learning. That is one of my Microsoft intern. She shared her story about how she had the growth mindset. She didn't fix herself that I am actually have many years of learning experience. I don't need to learn. It's not that. We need to have a growth mindset that thinking I'm always not enough. I need to keep on learning. The knowledge world had no end, especially in this fast changing digital world. We need to keep ourselves learning in order to be get in line with the market. So therefore, continued learning is a very trendy word that we need to pursue. So, and the last 10 minutes, I would like to share with you with some of the digital skill resources that is free of charge, that is available online. Please utilize all this that on your self-paced learning. Of course, in the market, there's a lot of different training resources from different companies. You can free of charge, or you can pay to have some face-to-face or webinar learning. And this group I want to share is some of the free resources. You can use your self-time to learn it anywhere, anytime. This called opportunity.linkedin is actually a site that we developed 2 years ago. It had a range of resources that you can start to identify what is your need, what is the market need, and then have all the training in LinkedIn, Microsoft, and GitHub. So please feel free to go into, and they also have something called your interview skill, how to make my profile on LinkedIn, on social media to let me more popular for employer, something like that. There's a lot of learning resources there. Please feel free to utilize it. The second one is digital literacy. I want to share that I know that there's still a lot of people that they may be working in the restaurant, they may be working in the retail, they have never touched the computer, or their work is not common to using a computer. But after this COVID rebounds, maybe they want to get an office job. Then this is and also a lot of jobs actually need a computer skill set now. So therefore, this is the basic office skill set that they can learn. If you are a student, you may be familiar of the Word, Excel, PowerPoint, but under Microsoft 365, there's more than that. For example, Teams, Microsoft Teams is for you to collaborate with different teams. For example, OneNote is a very good way to do your bookkeeping of all your message. For example, SharePoint for your filing system, etc. So all this is a very expanding of the Microsoft 365 family for people who want to start their office work, very essential for them. Next one is the, oh, I may be a mess up, sorry. Just now I'm looking at my other slide. Just now I mentioned all this is talking about Microsoft Office. I go back to digital literacy. Digital literacy is talking about some people that work in the restaurant or others, they have never experienced using a computer. So digital literacy will be the way that let them experience that how to start to use a computer, how to link up with Wi-Fi, how to protect themselves with cybersecurity. That is all the basic information of handling a computer. So they are the basic digital literacy skill. This one just that I mentioned is the office skill set, Web, PowerPoint, Excel, Teams, SharePoint, OneNote, etc. The next one I want to share is that Microsoft Learn. If you say that I have basic digital skill already, I want to learn more. For example, what is AI? What is big data? How big data can help our life? How company using AI to transform the world? All this you can go to Microsoft Learn. They have all the comprehensive training for you to learn from the scratch to the professional level with certification. So that please feel free to go into it to see that what is suitable for you. I really love some of the training, for example, data analyst there. As a non-tech person, I'm a non-tech person. I study psychology actually. So this is even my level I can learn without any problem because they use a lot of live example. Please feel free to check it out. And the next one, if on the call there is some professional, maybe you are a business leader, maybe you are owner of a company or owner of a small medium business, please try to, you also want to continuous learning, right? There are some resources from this AI business school. That is to help the management level to learn how to utilize AI in their business, how to utilize AI to help the earth, help the community, how to transform their business. There's a lot of information there. Please feel free to learn from it. They also categorize into different business. For example, AI for the health sector, AI for education, AI for hospitals. So various information are there. So to summarize, actually, the free learning content that I suggest just now range from the basic digital literacy skill to foundational skill, the Word, PowerPoint, Excel, to some role-based skill. For example, I want to learn data science, data analyst. What is the information that I can learn? That is a lot of different role-based that you can learn. Technical skill, and then at the end, all of that is free of charge. But if you really want to get a certification, it will be $99 per cert. But all in all, you have learned 30 to 40 hours. You don't need to pay anything. And then at the end, I would like to share with you that this platform that we are partnering with LinkedIn and GitHub. That is the two company that we acquired, Microsoft acquired. They are both our sister company. We put in all our resources in the strength of this free company, have this site. It is called the opportunity.linkedin.com. With that, the very beginning step is you can have a lot of information to share with you how to plan your career. What is the market high trend? What is this country, Malaysia, most famous job? Not famous, but high demand job. And then the next step, you will go to start your learning journey from all the free resources from Microsoft Learn, LinkedIn Learn, and GitHub Learning Hub. After that, you get a certification. And then the fourth step, of course, you need to connect with employer to find a job. There's a lot of skill set teaching you how to make you more marketable in the market. And then, of course, the next week, you have some interview opportunity. There's also some learning resources for you to learn how to prepare for an interview. And of course, the end is that very, which everyone have a very good job that on their hand. In just now that website, for example, this is the 10 in-demand job that from all the data from LinkedIn, we identified that those. And you can just pick one skill set, one role-based skill, and then in-demand job, and then start on the learning journey. This is the example that I share with a lot of people that I love. It's the data analyst, total 42 hours. Of course, you can break anytime. On the first part is the LinkedIn learning content, 23 hours on the 7 course. They are for the very beginner level. And then the next step, you will go to Microsoft Learn, will be a beginner level and advanced level, totally 7 course on the right-hand side. They are all using very good example, business example, and then with people video that to share with you, just like you are learning in class. Of course, at the end, you can start the certification to get a good credibility in the market. So the end part, I rush a bit, but all the slides, and you can always come back to review all this. And at the end, I want to say that even you are a job seeker or you are just an employee, please feel free to utilize all the above resources and keep yourself hungry. Keep yourself always hungry for learning, and because the market is always changing. I hope that the first thing that you can identify what is your interest, what is the market need, and second, keep upgrading yourself anytime, anywhere with all these paid resources, free resources, anytime. And third, I hope you can really land a job that you're really happy with. So that's all for my sharing. Hope that is not too rushed. Please feel free to ask any question. I saw there's some question there. I don't have any digital AI skill from my education. However, I'm interested to self-learn on digital knowledge. Would there be a chance for me to start in the field of my career? This, I don't know, lady or gentleman, he's asking that he don't have any AI or digital skill and knowledge. Can he start a career in this field? I can tell you, yes, definitely yes. Myself, I work in Microsoft. I study psychology. I don't have any tech background. But I really, and my job also don't need that strong technical background. However, after working in this company, I'm really interested to learn. So I already complete 3 Microsoft Office Specialist certification. I already complete 3 fundamental certification, AI, Dynamics 365, and Microsoft 365. And with all that, of course, if I start learning fundamental, that will be a little bit difficult. But I start from the beginning because they have a very beginning step, baby step to start with it. Then I can get the certification and really, really happy about that. And this is my example. My second example is one of my colleagues that a few of my colleagues that actually they graduate as a marketing, or some are in finance. But at the end, they joined Microsoft, and then they really interested to learn all the information, all the technology, all that, because it's really inspiring for them. And at the end, my intern who studied marketing, now she is the digital marketer, digital analyst, yes, in one of the digital company outside. So this is all the good example that just keep on learning. Don't worry that you are not a tech person. Let me see. Do this course give us certification? Just now that I share in the slide, all these courses will have the certification of completion, both LinkedIn Learn and Microsoft Learn. However, at the end, if you need something really industry recognized one, this is the one I mentioned. So those are $99 per US dollar per certification that you can. So both the certification completion and this industry recognized certification, I think is useful, because as an employer, I also recruit a lot of people. I would just want to see from their CV, the resume, how eager are they continuous learning. It may not be a very professional certification, but if I see that they continue to learning different areas, I will be really inspired by that. So, yeah, seems to be, that's it so far for the question. So I think you still have 1-2 minutes. See whether we have any more questions. And all in all, I see that this COVID pandemic situation really make a lot of people out of job and have all the career challenge. But I think that forget about outside world. All this learning training, you can use your own time. You can really enrich yourself to build up your confidence, to build up yourself that it is always with you. The learning, the knowledge will be always with you. You will be never ending. So that yeah, let's keep learning. That is my suggestion. And happy to know it all. And then yeah, hope to have a chance to share with you all in the next time. Thank you.